Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and finding 17 crore rupees, roughly $2 million, in your bank account. For a few moments, your heart races. Every problem seems to disappear. You imagine buying a luxury house, a dream car, helping your parents, traveling the world, never worrying about bills again. But then, a strange question enters your mind. Now what? Money solves many problems, but it also creates decisions that most people are never prepared to make. History is filled with people who became rich overnight, lottery winners, business owners, successful professionals. Many of them had more money than they ever imagined. Yet within a few years, some lost everything, not because they were unlucky, but because they didn't know what money was supposed to do. This isn't really a book about becoming rich. It's about something much more important. How to stay rich. Because earning money is one skill. Keeping it, growing it, using it to build a meaningful life, that's an entirely different skill. Today, we'll explore timeless lessons from What to Do with $2 million, a guide that teaches us that wealth isn't measured by how much sits in a bank account. It's measured by the freedom, peace, and purpose it creates. Most people spend years learning how to earn money. Schools teach mathematics. Companies teach professional skills. Families teach hard work. But very few people teach how to manage abundance. Imagine someone who spends years climbing a mountain. Every step is painful. Every breath is difficult. Finally, they reach the top. But no one ever told them how to stay there. Money works the same way. Many people dream about becoming wealthy. Very few prepare for what happens after success arrives. This book reminds us that wealth isn't an end destination. It's a responsibility. Every rupee has a purpose. Every financial decision shapes future generations. The goal isn't to impress strangers. The goal is to create a life where money quietly supports your dreams instead of controlling your choices. Whether you have a small salary, a growing business, or simply hope for a better financial future, these lessons will help you think differently about wealth. Because one day, your biggest financial challenge may not be earning more, it may be deciding what truly deserves your money. Wealth is a tool, not a trophy. Many people treat money like a medal. They want others to notice it. They chase expensive possessions hoping they'll finally feel successful. But trophies only decorate shelves. Tools build lives. Money should work like a hammer in a builder's hands. Its purpose isn't to be admired. Its purpose is to create. Create opportunities. Create security. Create freedom. The happiest, wealthy people aren't those with the biggest lifestyles. They're the ones whose money quietly removes stress from everyday life. When money becomes your servant, life becomes lighter. When money becomes your identity, life becomes exhausting. Never confuse your bank balance with your self-worth. Protect before you grow. Imagine a farmer who harvests a season's crop. Instead of protecting it, he leaves everything outside during heavy rain. Months of work disappear overnight. Money behaves the same way. People become obsessed with multiplying wealth. But they forget to protect what they already have. Protection comes first. Emergency savings, insurance, careful planning, avoiding unnecessary risks. Building wealth is exciting. Protecting wealth is wisdom. A strong financial future isn't built on speed. It's built on stability. Every purchase is a life decision. Every time money leaves your wallet, something else enters your life. Sometimes it's comfort. Sometimes it's convenience. Sometimes it's regret. Every purchase carries hidden costs. Not only the price, but maintenance, attention, time, responsibility. The book encourages us to ask one powerful question before spending. Will this purchase improve my life 5 years from now? If the answer is no, perhaps the money has a better purpose waiting elsewhere. Wise spending creates freedom. Careless spending creates invisible chains. Build income that doesn't depend on constant effort. Imagine two wells. One gives water only when someone keeps pumping. The other receives fresh water naturally every day. Which one would you choose? Life works the same way. If every rupee depends entirely on your daily effort, you remain trapped inside an endless cycle. Real wealth slowly creates systems that continue producing value. Investments, businesses, assets, savings that generate returns. The goal isn't to stop working. The goal is to ensure your future isn't dependent on endless struggle. Freedom begins when your money starts working alongside you. Generosity gives wealth meaning. Imagine an old banyan tree standing beside a village road. Travelers rest beneath its shade. Children play around it. Birds build nests in its branches. The tree never asks for applause. It simply gives. Money finds its highest purpose when it creates value beyond ourselves. Helping family, supporting education, improving communities, creating opportunities for others. The amount doesn't matter. The intention does. True abundance is measured not only by what you keep, but also by what your wealth allows others to become. Don't let lifestyle grow faster than wisdom. Success often whispers dangerous words. You deserve more. A bigger house. A newer car. More luxury. More comfort. Soon, today's luxury becomes tomorrow's necessity. Happiness quietly disappears. The book teaches restraint. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean it deserves your money. Real confidence isn't proving wealth. It's quietly controlling it. People who master contentment rarely fear financial storms because their happiness isn't tied to constant upgrades. Build a legacy, not just an account balance. One day, every bank account will belong to someone else. Every house will have different owners. Every investment will change hands. But your values, your wisdom, your kindness can continue long after you're gone. Think beyond your own lifetime. What lessons are you leaving? What habits are future generations learning from you? Money eventually disappears. Character multiplies. The greatest inheritance isn't wealth itself. It's teaching others how to use wealth wisely. You don't need $2 million to practice these lessons. You can begin today. Every evening, write down one expense and ask yourself, did this improve my life or simply satisfy a temporary desire? Before buying anything expensive, wait 48 hours. Time often reveals the difference between emotion and necessity. Set aside a fixed percentage of every income, no matter how small. Consistency builds strength far more effectively than occasional large deposits. Once a month, review your financial decisions. Celebrate wise choices and learn from mistakes without guilt. Spend time learning about investing, budgeting, and long-term planning. Knowledge compounds just like money. Practice generosity regularly, even if it's through small acts. Giving develops a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Finally, remember that wealth should reduce anxiety, not increase it. If your financial choices constantly create stress, pause and ask whether your money is serving your life or your ego. Great financial success is rarely built in dramatic moments. It grows quietly through ordinary decisions repeated for years. Imagine yourself many years from today. Your hair has turned grey. Life has moved faster than you expected. You sit quietly by a window as evening sunlight fills the room. You begin remembering your journey. Not the expensive things you bought. Not the numbers inside your bank account. Instead, you remember peaceful nights without financial fear. The smile on your parents' faces when you supported them. The opportunities you created for your children. The confidence of knowing you made thoughtful decisions. That is real wealth. Money was never meant to become the hero of your story. It was meant to become the quiet companion that allowed you to live with dignity, generosity, and purpose. Because at the end of life, people rarely ask, how much did I own? They ask, how well did I live? If today's lessons inspired you, don't wait until you're wealthy to practice them. Financial wisdom begins long before financial success. Remember these powerful words. Money is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. The moment you control your money instead of letting it control you, you begin building a life that is truly rich. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this summary and want more life-changing lessons from the world's best books, subscribe and continue this journey toward wisdom, growth, and lasting financial freedom.